This is my 1993 Jeep Wrangler YJ. I just purchased it for $6,000 in Big Bear, California, and it's awesome. I couldn't decide between a TJ or a YJ, but then I decided, you know what, let's go to the OG roots. Let's go to the first Wrangler, the YJ. What kind of led me to this decision for this specific model is I watched a video on YouTube called Save the Squares, and this guy kind of did a tribute talking about how this was the ugly stepchild when it first came out, but now they're getting harder and harder to find. You know, they're not really in salvage yards anymore. They're harder to get parts. You have to order them online. Any one that you typically do find or buy has rust. If it doesn't have rust, it has all sorts of aftermarket mods that people have done to these things. They've lifted them, they've gone mudding in them, they've beat these things to frickin' hell. I had two criteria in looking for this Jeep. One, I wanted no rust. I mean, I wanted to crawl underneath it, and it's okay if a little nuts or bolts have a little bit of surface rust, but like on that frame and body, I wanted no rust at all. Number two, I just wanted no like body modifications or anything, right? No lift, no aftermarket fenders, nothing like that. I wanted it to be pretty much stock and untampered with. Really hard to find in old Jeeps. People just kind of do whatever they want to these things. And then I guess there's a third one. I wanted a straight 6. And if you don't know, I guess I didn't know this getting into it, but when I'm in California, everybody just has automatics because they're highway vehicles. They also are just the 4. They're just the little 4-cylinder, because I guess there's maybe some smog thing in the past, and this is what I've heard, and they didn't sell the 6 until they got to the TJ, and then when they got to the TJ, they sold the 6-cylinder in California, but the YJ, the 6-cylinder, is out of state. So I think this one came from Nevada originally, but I bought it from a guy in Big Bear, California, which is just behind those mountains right there. So yeah, so just starting off, this car has 186,000 total miles on the vehicle. They installed a new engine 50,000 miles ago. So the new engine, new motor has 50,000 miles. Total the vehicle has 186,000 miles on it. And it just, I mean, first crank, just starts every single time. I'll go out of town for 3 weeks, come back, boom, same thing. Been super reliable up to this point. Shifts like butter. I mean, it's awesome. When we're checking out the interior of this thing, we have stock everything, stock dash, all that kind of stuff. When I purchased it, actually, we were missing this panel. I did replace that, bought it on eBay. Still missing this little centerpiece. I had to order one of those, hadn't come in yet. There is a replacement steering wheel. So I guess I lied when I just said stock everything. It was actually missing things. And the steering wheel is the GT Grant steering wheel, which I'm gonna replace as well. So I'm gonna order just like a stock classic Jeep, the Jeep emblem. I want it to look just clean inside this thing. So luckily, no rust, nothing like that. Last owner took pretty good care of it. The other thing that's not stock is I went ahead and I replaced the center console. It had the stock center console, the really low one the YJs come with, but it was cracked, it was missing the lid, it was making lots of noise. It was even cracked where you attach it, like put the bolts in at the base, so it was just rattling, and it was just a piece of junk. So I went ahead and went with this Tuffy box. I'm also like a CB guy. I do ham radio and stuff at the house, and I wanted that to be protected. So I have a President McKinley CB with sideband, and it's got the front-facing speaker. It'll be perfect for this. We can just sit it right in here, have the front speaker, and lock it up from any intruders. We also went ahead and replaced the seat belts. These were so frayed. I think in the YJs, hasn't happened to me yet, but I'm assuming people get out, they let them go, and they just sit right there, and the door just slams on it. So they just get super frayed and messed up. I haven't got the YJ hook yet, you know, where people like, I guess they get out of the car and their belt loop snags on this and it takes them out. Been lucky this far not to be taken out by that. Yeah, but anyway, so we got new seat belts, new clips, everything like that. The previous owner actually kept the seat frames and reupholstered all of the seats, front and back. So they look really nice. The frames are a little worn out, and driver's one is definitely warped. So it's a YJ. All right, another additional thing I'm going to do to this car is they make this Tuffy box that's like the entire perfect square dimensions of this back area. If you know YJs, you know it's like kind of lofted a little bit, like a little stadium seat kind of vibe. But they make this box like 3.5, 4 inches thick, and then the entire dimensions of the back. and it has seat mounts. So you can take this seat, put it right on top. So if you're just looking in the back of the car, you would just think it's the floorboard. Like you wouldn't think anything of it. But when you open the back, you have a handle, slides open. It's a nice Tuffy box. It's like super huge. You can keep all your tools and crap like that in there. So I think I'm gonna do one of those. And then I'm also, whenever I go to do that, I'm also gonna carpet the entire thing. So I go to the beach in this thing, and there's something about, you know, at the end of the day, you get out of the Pacific Ocean in California, it's like 68 degrees, 70 degrees at night. The water temperature is like 58 degrees or 60 degrees. And so it's like a little chilly. So it'd be nice to like get in the car, be on some soft carpet. So the Tuffy box that goes into the same theme with me, where I'm like, I just want it to look stock. I want it to feel empty. You know, I don't want the speaker boxes on my wheel wells. I don't want the CB radio hanging from the roof. I don't want extra light switches everywhere. I want it to, like, you open it up, it just feels clean and empty and just has that stock feel to it, you know? But I want to optimize storage. So also gonna get a Tuffy box that goes under the hood. They make ones that go on the front wheel well, under the hood. I can fit all my tool roll and all that crap in there, my jump starter, extra thing of oil, you know. Yeah, I want to go for that stock look, and that's kind of the goal I'm shooting for. I guess when it comes to things that are permanently mounted to the vehicle, you know. So there may be a few things like not stock I'll do. I think I'll put the spare tire on, and then I'll have like a water tank and a gas tank on either side of it. But it's definitely gonna be mounted to that back tire, you know. It's nothing like changing certain crazy suspension parts, and so not really drilling holes in the vehicle, different things like that. But that's just what I love about YJs. Is that it's kind of fun because it's every single one is so unique and people just do whatever to them. Even just having this thing for a few months, when I go to a parking lot, I see a YJ, I have to like walk over there and like peek inside and like see what mods they've done to it, you know. I hope mine can be like that too, and I hope people see it and go like, dang, that thing is clean, you know, like looks rugged. And I want them to look onto the front end and see like everything's gonna be new because I'm replacing all the parts underneath pretty much. Anything that has rubber, it's like the body mounts and the bushings, everything, that's all new. I'm gonna do new shocks, new leaf springs, new shackles, new steering stabilization bars, all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna remove the track bar. I'm gonna do all of that. So yeah, but at the same time, it's gonna look pretty empty and clean and stock. I want it to be kind of undercover, you know? You open the door, oh, there's secret storage. Oh, there's some secret storage. You just can't see it. So yeah, so that is my 1993 straight 6 YJ, and I love this thing. I'll never get rid of it, and I encourage you guys, somebody else get a YJ. If you're thinking about it, just do it. They're so cheap, $6,000. It's nothing. They're easy to work on, parts are cheap, so just go out there and save them, keep them from the landfills. We want to see more on the road. We want them clean, running good and looking good. So yeah, if you have any recommendations for the YJ, like what leaf springs I should run, what shocks should I run, bushings and body mounts, like what should I do there, what tires. I was looking at the BF Good Ranch, but I'm open to anything. Just yeah, I want to have fun with it. I know I sound boring saying I want to keep it looking stock, but I still want to throw some things in there. So feel free to comment below. Let me know what kind of YJ you have. Throw a picture there too. Send me a picture. I want to see. DM me on Instagram. I'm super interested in seeing what other people are running, especially when it comes to like tire size and lighting and CB radios, all that kind of crap. So yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe, comment again.